It's time for baseball on MLB Network from our nation's capital. Welcome inside Nationals Park, the Midsummer Classic between the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special coverage of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game here on MLB Network. I'll be joined in the booth by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, but before we turn to them, let's turn to the results of the fan voting for this year's All-Star starters. Final preparations being made on the field. We've got a fun night in store. It's the Major League Baseball All-Star Game on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 National League All-Stars.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two men named by their managers to get the ball here to begin this All-Star game. Jose Quintana, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Lefty Jose Quintana taking the bump right now. Really like this guy. Not overpowering, but great command of the fastball. And he does something a lot of lefties don't do. He'll come in with that fastball to righties. Three-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, changeup. Throws all three for strikes. Not an overpowering guy, but he is really a control artist.
All right, so here's how the National League All-Stars line up on D. And behind the plate, world champion, former MVP, former Rookie of the Year. He's done it all. Buster Posey. Buster is in full command of this pitching staff.
Stepping up to the plate, Stan Ross. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
First baseman, Stan Ross.
First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And it's 1-2.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. Here's a high pop-up. Ramirez over to his left. One out. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Giancarlo Stanton now. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's totaled 13 base hits in 51 at-bats. He's also hit 3 home runs. Hit to first. Ross ranges to his left. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
All right, so here's how the National League All-Stars line up on D. And let's focus on Robinson Cano, one of the softest hands in all our sport. Probably turns one of the best double plays in the game captain of the defense.
So coming to the plate, Stan Ross.
21, Stan Ross.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2. Hot shot down the line, and that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. Heading out towards shallow right. Betts is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. In now is Anthony Rendon. He popped out in his first trip.
Anthony Rendon.
And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
The 3-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Ross leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Popped up. White shading to his right, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the American League 3 and the National League nothing. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's a .333 hitter. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors thus far for the American League. Grounded to the right. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. Some success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that's you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line.
Now batting, Stan Ross. He singled his last time up.
Ross.
From the stretch. Missed with a slider. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The American Leaguers on top, 6-1. So one gone in the inning, and here's the always dangerous center fielder, Mike Trout. The windup and the 0-1. Bounce to first. Ross is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Brian McCann will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. And this is taken outside for ball one. Lifetime line against Chapman. He's 1 for 5. Set and the 1-0 pitch, and he falls behind now, 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone, and with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Trout has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. So digging in now, Lorenzo Cain. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Peralta on second. Cano at first. 2 out in the inning. And it's 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Brian McCann will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 16.
As Drupal Cabrera is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Cano has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Number 27.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's 1 for 4. First offering on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And there's the second out as he squeezes it in the coach's box. Wellington Castillo will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Eight runs on 13 hits. No errors thus far for the American League. The 1-1. Strike two swinging. And it's fouled away. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go in the American League, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Asdrubal Cabrera will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 14.
Blake Trinan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
American League, number 39. Blake Trinan.
So striding forward now, Anthony Rendon. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Had a rip at the 2-0 sinker, but came up empty at strike 1. Called strike on the sinker. 2-2 now. The 2-2. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
And now still not ready just yet as he steps out for a second time here. Here's Chris Bryant now. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Career against Blake Trinan. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. The 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 1-1.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
1-2 now.
1-2.
Hard hit ball to second. To Cabrera for 1 on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Javier Baez.
At the plate, Javier Baez. Last time through was a base hit. Now here's the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. And he chased it in the dirt. And he's safe at first, so a costly mistake on the drop third strike as now the inning will continue. And not what he wanted to do there, is now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Digging in to try it again, Charlie Blackmon. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
That was about as easy as they come right there. Hard to say whether that'll be defensive indifference or a stolen base, but either way, he's into scoring position.
0-1 count and the pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing.
And he runs out of gas between bases. They tag him out to end the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We've played 8 full. The AL leads it 8-1. Kendrys Morales will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Richard Rodriguez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A high fastball is in there. Rodriguez rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. A swing and a ground ball to third, and that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-Roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he pulled his neck and he stayed in there.
Martin Trumbo.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. Ready with the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Cano for one. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And there's strike three. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. It's a lead for the American League, 8-1. Kendrys Morales will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Mark Trumbo will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Dylan Betances takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch on its way, and this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Davies finds it, and the throw is in time. Blackmon is retired, and there's one away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Buster Posey. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just a tick behind for a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Popped him up. Trumbo on the run, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Up next for the National League.
Ready for another chance? David Peralta will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. So 1-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Cabrera is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the order. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
8-1 is the final tonight. The American League get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Chris Sale is the winning pitcher of record. Jose Quintana only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.